It was a quiet afternoon in London when the news spread like wildfire. Sam Heughan, the famous star of Outlander, who captivated millions of viewers with his strong, charismatic image of Jamie Fraser, suddenly spoke out about his true sexuality in an exclusive interview. Just minutes after Variety published the article, social media exploded. Headlines "Sam Heughan speaks out about himself" appeared everywhere. Fans were both surprised and moved, not believing that the man who was once a classic Hollywood masculine icon could reveal something so private, so sincere, frank and courageous. The interview was recorded a week earlier, in a cozy room overlooking the Thames. Sam did not appear in the appearance of a star. He just wore a grey sweater, his hair was a little messy, his eyes were tired but gentle. The interviewer started with a gentle question. "Sam, you've been one of the icons of masculinity on screen. But lately, people say you've seemed quieter, as if you were thinking about something deep. Is that true?" Sam smiled and nodded. "That's right. I've spent years living the way others expected me to, strong, steadfast, standard man. But there's a part of me that I've always hidden. And I think, it's time to stop hiding it." The atmosphere in the room suddenly became heavy. The interviewer asked quietly, "What are you talking about, Sam?" Sam looked straight into the camera, his voice soft but clear. "I want to say that I'm not straight. I'm a gay man." In that moment, the entire crew almost held their breath. Sam continued, not shying away. "This is not something I can say easily. I have struggled with myself for many years. There were times when I thought if I spoke out, my career would be over. But then I realized, if I lived in fear, I would never be myself." He smiled sadly, his eyes shining with relief and emotion. "I played a man who was deeply in love with a woman on screen, and that was completely true, because love is love. But in real life, my heart was with men. I used to be afraid of that, but now I am not." The reporter asked him if he had ever shared this with friends or co-stars. Sam nodded. "Catriona Balfe was the first person I told. I remember that day, we were shooting in Scotland, in the middle of a very intense scene. After we finished shooting, I told her, I'm tired of hiding myself. She didn't say anything, just came over and hugged me. And I knew, everything would be okay." Speaking of Catriona, Sam smiled slightly. "Catriona is not just my co-star, she's the person I trust the most. She understands that this doesn't change who I am, it just helps me be more authentic." The reporter asked, "Are you afraid of negative reactions from fans?" Sam shook his head. "I've thought about that a lot. There might be people who are disappointed, because the Jamie Fraser image they love is no longer complete in them. But I believe, those who truly love me, love Sam, not the character, will understand that I am still me, just more honest." He paused, then said slowly, "We live in an age where people should be allowed to be themselves, even if it makes someone uncomfortable. I don't want to be a symbol of perfection. I want to be proof that the truth, however difficult it may be, is beautiful." Sam said that, throughout his youth, he always felt different. "I grew up in the Scottish Highlands, where everyone was strong, hunting, drinking and talking about women. I loved poetry, music and emotions. I used to force myself to be more of a man, to flirt with girls, just to avoid suspicion. But deep down, I knew, I was playing the lead role in my life without being real." He said that at the age of 25, when he first came to London to find work, he fell in love with a man, a theatre director, but the relationship had to be kept secret. "We were in love, but we had to pretend to be friends. He told me, if you want a career, never let anyone know. And I listened. I kept quiet, and I lost myself in the process. That silence lasted for years, until Outlander came out. That show changed everything," Sam shares. "Jamie Fraser is an emotional, loyal person who is not afraid to show love. That character made me realize, I need to be as brave as he is. I can't teach people about freedom if I'm afraid myself." However, Sam also admits that keeping secrets has caused him to fall into crisis many times. "I spent months without sleep, afraid of being found out, afraid that people would see me differently. But gradually, I learned that, the truth doesn't destroy you, it's the fear that does." The reporter asked, "What made you decide to speak out now, when you are a big star, with everything?" Sam looked down at his hands, then spoke slowly. "Because I was tired of pretending. Every time I attended an event and was asked, 'Who are you dating?' I had to come up with some actress name to avoid trouble. I was so tired of that lie. I wanted to be honest, not just for me, but for those who were scared like me." He said that, not long ago, a young fan wrote to him, saying that he was gay and had been bullied at school. He wrote that Jamie Fraser was the reason he didn't give up on life, because Jamie taught me that love is power. That letter made me cry. I knew that if I dared to be honest, I could help someone else be braver. As the interview neared its end, Sam was asked, "How do you feel now that you've said it?" He paused for a moment, then smiled with relief. "It's like breathing again. I feel free." He added, "I don't want anyone's approval or pity. I just want to be Sam, a man who loves sincerely, works hard, and is finally brave enough to say, 'This is me.'" Immediately after the interview was published, public reaction was divided. Some were surprised, even shocked, but most expressed respect and admiration. Well wishes, messages and the hashtag #WeLoveYouSam spread across social media. Catriona Balfe also posted an old photo of herself and Sam backstage on Outlander, with the caption, "I'm proud of you, Sam. Thank you for being yourself. You're not just a co-star, you're the bravest friend I've ever known." Below, thousands of comments sent their support. "We still love you like the first day. Jamie Fraser or Sam Heughan, you are still a symbol of strength and authenticity." In a short video posted to Instagram a few days later, Sam thanked his fans. "I read every message, every word of encouragement from you. I can't express how grateful I am. If my story can help someone feel like they're not alone, then all my fears were worth it." He smiled, then added, "Sometimes, we spend our whole lives acting, hiding our weakest parts. But it's when you dare to expose it that you become truly strong." A month later, Sam appeared at the Toronto Film Festival, for the first time since coming out. He walked the red carpet, confident and composed. When asked how he felt, he answered briefly, "Now, I am no longer afraid of the flash. Because the real light is when you have nothing to hide." The whole world seemed silent for a moment, then exploded in applause. Sam Heughan's story quickly became a symbol of courage and sincerity in the entertainment industry. From a legendary Jamie Fraser, he stepped out into real life, not to change his image, but to affirm, the real you is always worthy of love. And perhaps, that is why fans still say, Sam Heughan is not just a star. He is proof that being brave to live is the most beautiful role in life.